person, kharaja. So three functions of kharaja, right? The first, it means he left. Very simple. Translation is easy. He left. But it also has the function of it being singular, it's masculine, and it's third person. So singular, it can only be used for one person, right?
What will be like they left?
They left would be different, right? So that's because verbs, Arabic verbs, there's 14 forms. Yeah, 14 forms of Arabic verbs. So they're only introducing one form over here. There's 14 of them. So if we get into the whole 14, that's a whole different topic, whole different science. Yeah. And that comes, I think, in the second or third book, the 14 forms. So right now, this is the most common one, kharaja. So it's singular, which means there's dual forms and plural forms. But this is the singular form. This is all you need to know right now. It's masculine, right, which means there's feminine forms as well, right? And third person, which means that there's second person and first person, right? Follow? Is good? Okay. So he left, okay? So then the mudarris is asking, Aina dhahaba? Where did he go? Dhahaba means he went. That's also a verb. Dhahaba, he went. Same thing. It's same thing as this. It's singular, it's masculine, third person. Oh yeah, one more. It's past tense. Time, yes. So you can write that down as well. Past tense. Which means that there is a present tense. There's a present tense. There's also a tense that indicates command. There's also a tense that indicates prohibition. Yeah. But right now, that's all you need to know. This is what you need to know. Singular, masculine, third person, past tense. Yes, Hassan.
Sheikh, would it be wrong to say Aina kharaja?
Yeah, no, it's not wrong. It's perfect.
Okay.
Aina kharaja, where did he go? Yeah.
Okay. Means the same thing?
Means the same thing. It means the same thing. Aina kharaja, where did he go? So Aina dhahaba, right? Where did he go? Dhahaba means he went, right? Where did he go? Aina dhahaba. Dhahaba ila al-mudiri. He went to the, what's mudir? Yeah, to the principal. Mudir. Yeah, he went to the principal. So mudir could mean a few things actually. In this context, it means principal. It also means manager. It could also mean manager, right? Or like the foreman or something, you know, if you're working on like a construction site. But in this context, it means principal. That's what you need to remember. So dhahaba ilal mudiri. And what is ila doing over here? Ilal to mudiri. Right? Making it into a kasra. So dhahaba ilal mudiri. He went to the principal. Okay. وَأَيْنَ ذَهَبَ عَلِيٌّ وَأَيْنَ ذَهَبَ عَلِيٌّ. Okay, so this, they're introducing a few more rules. A lot to remember today. Right? Okay, everybody see that? وَأَيْنَ ذَهَبَ عَلِيٌّ. Right? And where did Ali go? That's the question that is being asked, right? By the mudarris, by the teacher. And where did Ali go? ذهب, and where did Ali go? All right. So the act of going, who's doing it?
Abbas.
No. وَأَيْنَ ذَهَبَ عَلِيٌّ. The act of going, who's doing it?
Ali.
Ali. Right? So this, see this Ali over here. This Ali is being, can we say that Ali is being governed by Dhahaba? Can we say that? Who's doing the act of going? Ali is going, right? So Dhahaba is governing Ali. Correct? Alright. So this governance, right, is making Ali fa'il. Fa'il, which means doer. Okay? Doer. Okay? So that's another function of the verb. A lot of stuff. Okay? So it's a verb. So the verb, okay, it will always have a doer. Sometimes the doer is suggested within the verb, or sometimes the doer is open. It comes out in the open. So dhahaba aliyun. Yes, sure. You can just say dhahaba, he went. Right? So that's where, like if I omit Ali over here and suffice with, dhahaba as a response, that he went, that's okay. But in this sentence, they're making the fa'il open. They're bringing it out in the open. So dhahaba aliyun, Ali left. So wa'ayna dhahaba aliyun, and where did Ali go? Okay. So you could easily say wa'ayna dhahaba, and where did he go? Instead of mentioning the name. Right? You don't have to mention the name. You can just say wa'ayna dhahaba, and where did he go? Okay. But the name is mentioned. Once the name is mentioned, so this becomes fa'il, right? Fa'il of this verb. So this is the fi'l. This is fi'l, right? This is the verb. I mentioned, right? Ism, fi'l, harf. Arabic sentences consist of nouns, verbs, and prepositions. Right? So this is a verb, and the verb will always have a doer. Okay? So either the doer is going to be implied, and that's within the verb, okay? Or the doer is going to be apparent.
What is the difference between kharaja and dhahaba?
Kharaja means exit. Dhahaba means to go. They basically mean the same thing. But they're just introducing both of them because they're the most common ones. Okay, وَأَيْنَ ذَهَبَ عَلِيٌّ, and where did Ali go? Muhammadun ذَهَبَ إِلَى الْمِرْحَاضِ. He went to the bathroom. ذَهَبَ إِلَى الْمِرْحَاضِ. So you see the difference over here. ذَهَبَ إِلَى الْمِرْحَاضِ. Okay? So what did I say about dhahaba? That it has to have a doer, right? So I also mentioned that the doer is sometimes implied and sometimes it is apparent. So over here, dhahaba ila al-mirhadi is hiding, but we know it's who? We know it's Ali, right? We know that it's Ali. So that's the page. ذهب إلى المرحاض. He went to the bathroom. Okay? So what did we cover so far? We covered today min and ila. Min means from. Ila means to. Okay? We covered two verbs. Kharaja and dhahaba. So he left, he exited, dhahaba, he went. And kharaja and dhahaba, both of them basically singular. They are third person, right? And they're masculine, and they're both past tense.
And the pattern always same, right? The pattern is always same.
In this instance, yes, kharaja and dhahaba. It will always be kharaja and dhahaba. It will never be anything else.
No,
How-
what I'm saying, the other verbs, always fatha for the masculine.
Yes, so this will be the same, kharaja and dhahaba for masculine. Then it's gonna keep changing. It will change, like the fatha kasra dhamma is going to change when you take it into other forms, because there's 14 of them. Right? So this is singular, masculine, third person, past tense. Kharaja and dhahaba.
No, I'm saying if let's say something else in the verb, something like he slapped.
He what?
Slap, The
He
pattern,
slapped.
Yeah, the pattern is still same, right? It didn't change.
So that would be, so he slept would be nama. He slept, nama. Right, completely different verb. Right, so the verb is going to be different. This is how it's going to be
It's
written.
not, I'm saying fatha, something like that.
No, then it's going to be just two fathas, nama. So sometimes it's just two, ja'a. Right, he came. Okay, and so on and so forth. So verbs are going to vary because this science of verbs, this is completely different than Arabic grammar. The science of verbs is entirely different. So this science is called morphology or etymology. Entirely different. And inshallah, once we complete this book, then we will begin with basic Arabic grammar and morphology, because then you'll appreciate the structure and everything a lot more. As a matter of fact, they do introduce it in the second and third books, etymology and Arabic grammar. But it's not in depth. It's just enough that you have a rudimentary understanding. You have a basic understanding. But this, the science of etymology and morphology, it's something that's it's taught over time. Okay. Any questions? We'll only do this one page because there's a lot to digest over here. Any questions? I encourage questions. We're getting now deep. We're getting into deep waters now.
No, I'm asking him, because he's memorized Quran, any ayat, in the Quran that's, use a kharaja and zahab.
Oh yeah, they do. Absolutely, they do. Yeah. Yakhrujuna, that's a different tense. So it's from the same, kharaja. يخرجون من أفواههم وألسنتهم. يخرجون من أفواههم وألسنتهم. That comes in the Quran. It's quite a number. Yeah. Okay. Any questions? All right.
Sheikh Azam
Did
Lady?
Maybe. Okay. So no question.